Okay, so what do we have here? This is the Muller from Australia. Not Australia, Austria. This is the Muller from Austria. The V Pro 5 blade mandolin slicer. Yeah, Mama got us this, or got it, and then let us use it. She said she was too scared. But look at this. Little grabber thing. And I think it's a juicer too. Mandolin slicer. But check this out. This is a mandolin to the extreme. We have a few mandolins here, but we don't have any that do the julienne cuts and stuff. And this comes with 5 blades. The pusher, the food holder, an adjustable slicer, which we have it set up on this aluminum, I don't know, 4-quart, 3-quart bowl. And you can see here that this blade has never been used. Now, when I tried to take off the bottom, I cut myself. This is really hard to get off, so you got to be careful if you get one of these. But once you pull this off, you can see this can be cleaned in here. But there's blades that pop up. Let me see if I can get this close enough you can see. See that? Do you see them blades? They pop up. And these are very sharp. And then your pusher slider slides right through even when the blades are up without hitting it. And you can change these blades out. So this is a really nice thing to have if you're a gardener and canner. A nice mandolin. Make sure you put these back down when you're not using them. They will cut you. Now, the most exciting thing about this is the crinkle cut, because we're going to make some pickles, and we love that crinkle cut that you can put on hamburgers and stuff. So we're going to cut some of our cucumbers up and make some crinkle cut pickles. Now, 2 things you want to do before you can. Cleanliness is close to canningness when you're talking about canning. You definitely want to clean all your pickles really well. Alton Brown over at the Food Network has some great videos on YouTube. Another tip that I got from Alton Brown is cutting the tips of these pickles off, cucumbers off, because if you leave any part of this stem, it'll make your pickle a lot softer. Now he brines his, and we are going to do a pickle brine later, but this time we're going to use the brine that we've already made, that we've made a few sets of, a few packs of pickles, and we're going to use up the rest of this before we brine pickles. Now once we start getting pickles on, they're just a little bit bigger than this. We're going to keep a bunch of them, we're going to put them in a crock, and we're going to brine those. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you get notified when we upload videos like this. And hit the like button for this video if you're enjoying this so far. Now I'm going to change out this blade to the crinkle cut. Now I want to show you a few more things. This does have an adjustment here, and there's cutouts so it can sit on multiple bowls sizes. And also this leg. And this leg is a perfect height with a little bit of a downward degree on this bowl, and it seems like it's going to be very sturdy and secure, which is something you really want along with using this, because a lot of times you want to do it by hand, it tips over and you take off a chunk of your finger. So you don't want that. This is going to work really well holding things down, and should work really good. We're going to give it a taste. We're going to give it a test here in a little bit, so stick around for that. All your blades come in this handy little pack, and we're going to take the crinkle cut. There's also a grater and a large shredder and a small shredder, and then the julienne knives are built in. But let's see how hard this is to change out. Pretty easy. That one's never been used, so we'll just stick it right back in here. Now this is very sharp. We're going to take the tape off of that. I'm going to clean this up and then we're going to put it on here. I'm going to give it a nice clean real quick and then I'm going to install it. Alright, crinkle cut blade is in. Now there should be a depth. Yep, you can see here. Let me see if I can get it so you can see this moving. See that gap in there widening? And I want some pretty thick pickles, probably not that thick. And a lot of times in the past, I don't know, probably 1/4 inch. We'll test one and see. Let's see how good this holds. That's not going to work. Ooh, that's easy to cut though. So I did start out. Ooh, pretty. Look at that crinkle cut. Look at that beautiful, beautiful pickle. So we're going to cut the rest of these up. Once it gets down to about this size, I am going to use this holder so that it doesn't flip on me. Beautiful. Working good. And you just left with that little bit. Maybe we can get another one out of that. Yep. And then the butt, which I'll probably throw away. You could put it in your mix. We're going to get the rest of these cut up and I'm going to show you our pickles. Now if you have smaller pickles and you want larger slices, you just cut them at an angle. And you're going to get a slice that size rather than that size. And the more of an angle that you cut them, the bigger a slice you'll get. And you can even do full length slices like this, which is a big slice. And see that? These pickles are coming out really good. I really like this slicer. It's easy. Pushes through really nice. Seems fairly safe. I am a little timid by it because it is very sharp. So you just want to be very careful. See, if your hand falls, you could really get hurt. But this part comes out, you can fit a little more of this in and see what you're doing. And that works really nice. Then it gets down so far and you have to add this back to it. Hold it down, or you can push it down with your finger, I guess. Does make it a little tougher, you see. That one's smashed, but one malfunction. We'll see how easy it is to clean. And I really wanted to test out the julienne, but we'll have to do that later. And I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so we're going to put the big blades up and Set this down on our board. And we're going to see what the julienne does to this zucchini. So there you go. Zucchini French fries.
Yummy!
And here we'll do a few on the smaller blades. Oh, these are wider. So that was the small blade. This is the bigger blade. And I'm using this to kind of hold it so I don't get into them blades. And this is what the bigger one does.
Muy bueno.
So, these can be found on Amazon. The Muller V-Pro 5-blade mandolin slicer. I'd say overall it's a nice tool. It is very dangerous, very sharp stuff.
Sorry.
It is very dangerous, very sharp stuff here. So be careful while you're using it. Everything's very sharp, but I love the convenient little holders and how you can keep everything together. And the grippers work really good. See how this holds without. Oh yeah, see, I could have used this too. Just kind of stab it. Get the last little bit, I don't think. Nope. So there you go. That's what I'm left with. You could always thin this out by hand and use that too. Give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Time to pack a peck of pickles.
Did you put this in?